All right, everybody, good afternoon. Welcome in. This is Stick and Hack Reacts. I'm your host, Adam Grubb from Stick and Hack. That's Keith Stewart from ESPN Radio and host of the Pro Show with us, as always, here as we react to this week's PGA and LPGA news, as we do every Monday. I don't know if I can get tired of talking about this, so we're going to kick off with reaction number one, and it's Tiger Woods. Now, I don't want to be dramatic, Keith. I don't want to be pontificating like they're doing on the Golf Channel for hours on end about his comeback and how he looks compared to 2000 and whatever ridiculous comparisons they're making still to this day about the greatest run in golf. However, I will ask for your simple reaction, and then we'll get into the details. Tiger hitting ropes on the range at his tournament, the Hero World Challenge, looking strong, looking good, talking about perhaps playing again here soon. Your reaction?
I mean, you got to be happy for him. I mean, big thumbs up. I'm sure he's had some dark days in 2021, and like so many people, he's probably ready to flip the script to 2022. So, you got to be happy for the guy. I mean, a lot of times, maybe the athletes that we deal with, on a weekly basis, we react to whatever. Some of them were spoiled or whatever, but quite honestly, to have him back and talking to the media, and he seems like he's in a good mood, and he's just ready to roll. And I'm just happy for the guy. So big thumbs up, Adam.
Do you think that what he's saying is typical Tiger in like, hey, I might play a couple tournaments here and there. I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm going to enjoy my family. I'm going to go play some tournaments. But he's out there at his own tournament that he knows everyone's watching, and he's hitting ropes. He's grinding to a degree, but he looks smooth and strong. Is this posturing for an actual comeback, and he's trying to set everyone's expectations low, including his own? Or is this truly what our next couple years look like with Tiger playing a couple tournaments and him just creating a spectacle wherever he goes?
Honestly, I mean, it's typical Tiger. He just kind of manages the media, and then he's going to go do his own thing. His own thing seems like he's really interested in playing golf right now. I mean, really interested in playing golf and letting people know that he's really interested in playing golf. So a couple weeks ago on that Sunday morning, he releases Making Progress, right? And he's hitting that little iron shot, and people are like, oh, geez, he's swinging again. I was like, you have to know Tiger, right? And people might say, well, Keith, how do you know Tiger? Well, I worked at Isleworth Country Club from 98 to 03. And during those 5 years, I got to know Tiger very well. And there isn't anything that he does that isn't mapped out. When it comes to the game of life, he's playing chess, not checkers, Adam. Okay? So when he released that video, he had been hitting balls for a while. I mean, that was a calculated move. That was to let, people know that I'm playing golf again. And this is a big deal. And it's great for the golf world that he did that, but I think it was also great for him in a way to see that reaction and how positive it would be. Now, fast forward a week, and he says in a press conference live, hey, folks, I don't know how much golf I can play, yet now he's going to go hit balls every single day. And he's going to have chipping contests with Bryson. He's going to be, who hits the putting green just for, hit and giggle purposes, right? Nobody.
Nobody.
People are training for their club.
You got to be a psychopath. You got to be a psychopath to do that.
It
doesn't make any sense.
People are getting ready for their club championship, and they don't practice their putting. And, he's seen in all facets of the club practicing. And then, of all things, of all like total baller moves, he pulls out the red and black. Now, he knows there's going to be, it's a Sunday, there's going to be a photo op, he's going to hand out the trophy to somebody, right? But, then he goes on the range and he just starts ripping drivers. Come on. So, to answer your question, is he going to play more than a limited schedule? Probably not. But is he going to play enough that's going to make a difference? Yeah, I think so. I think he is ready to roll. And it's obvious that he really wants to play bad. And there's probably, Adam, only one person in the world that wants to play more than him. Do you know who that person is? Charlie, his son. 2 weeks, right? PNC.
Yeah. Well, I guess I should have known that because I wrote that down. So shame on me. I didn't even get the cue there, the stage cue. So PNC Championships is coming up in 2 weeks, and this they are holding a spot for him right now, which I think is probably like holding a spot until the last possible second for Tiger for any tournament. But they played at this thing last year, and they were an incredible duo to watch. It was so fun to see Charlie, his son, and Tiger play in this thing. This was really one of the last times we saw Tiger play anything until and then the accident in February. But he has a spot open for him, he and Charlie, and I don't see it happening, Keith. Personally, I think that would be a huge milestone that I just don't think Tiger's ready for, even though I have zero access to any information outside of what I'm reading and seeing. But I think that's a tad much. You go from making progress on a TikTok and an Instagram post to 3-4 weeks later playing in a tournament where all eyes are on you. Tiger doesn't feel like the type of person who's going to go out there and not compete. So I would be shocked if they do play in that, but I hope they do. That would be incredible.
Do you listen to one word that I say? Any of them?
No.
No. Well, that's obvious.
No, I don't.
Right?
Is there a point on the horizon here?
Yes. He released that one swing because he's been practicing and playing. He knows what he can do.
So you think he's going to play in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
All right. So you heard it here. Keith Stewart, ESPN Radio, and co-host of Stick and Hack Reacts, saying that Tiger's going to play in 2 weeks, and I say he's not.
They have 19 teams, and they're 2 weeks out. If you're the organizers, why would you can't have an odd number of teams? All right, they're saving a spot for him. The last kind of key ingredient happened this week when JT committed. On top of that, he hit ball. He practiced putting this week, Adam. When's the last time you practiced putting? 2015?
Yeah, 20 years ago. I have no idea. If I was in some sort of putting contest at a weekend outing, maybe. All right, let's move on. So hopefully Tiger plays and you win your bet, and everyone knows that you're smart. So good for you. Oh, wow. Let's move on to reaction number 2, and that is the Hero World Challenge, Tiger's tournament. What a strange Sunday. The last couple hours of golf were some of the strangest that I've seen, with storylines and weirdness and some pretty terrible golf at one point. I'm going to hit the highlights for you. Viktor Hovland won. It's his second win of the last 2 tournaments he's been in. He's won both, which, by the way, side note, he's been able to hoist 2 of the worst trophies in golf back to back. So that's exciting for him. A lion and then, or a tiger with the world, and then whatever the hell the other thing was, a seal or a snail. What was that in the Mayakaba deal that he won?
A gecko.
Great. So Morikawa, who was leading coming into Sunday and was looking great and playing well, all of a sudden was +4 yesterday. +4 yesterday on Sunday. We had people playing the wrong tee box, and Henrik Stenson and Jordan Spieth assessed 2-stroke penalties. Strange day. Victor wins. Your reaction to the Hero World Challenge golf tournament?
I guess the fact that we had that type of event here in December, when golf really never took place years ago, big thumbs up. I think you had like 17 of the top 25 in the world participate in this thing. So just tons and tons of drama for a Sunday. You look at Scheffler closing with, I think, 7 birdies in his last 10 holes. Hovland goes 5 under for 3 holes. He wins the thing. Patrick Reed is messing around in the sand. That gives people things to talk about. You got major champions, like you said, playing from the wrong tee box.
Right.
It was great theater. Morikawa was 4 over through 6. Unbelievable. 5-shot lead. Guy gets engaged. If he wins, he's number 1 in the world. Everything points towards, his coronation on Sunday.
What a weird slip in. What a weird little just side bender there. Guy gets engaged. All of a sudden he hits +4 on Sunday. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Is that your point?
All I'm saying is that all things pointed towards. I mean, he's the hottest golfer in the world the last 18 months.
Agreed. Agreed. He should have won. So I think a couple of the other storylines that I think that the most fun about the weekend was just the press conferences afterwards, after the rounds. You got Rory getting pissy with a question about his shirt, right? So someone asked me, what was the deal with your shirt? He's like, I ripped the shirt. I got a new shirt. End of story. Like, what are we talking about? He was done talking about it. Henrik Stenson afterwards, it looked like Jordan Spieth was having fun with the fact that they hit the wrong tee box and got assessed a 2-stroke penalty. He thought it was hilarious for some reason. Henrik, I feel, was getting a little frustrated with still having to talk about it and was pretty pissy about the whole situation. I've been to pro tournaments. You've been to pro tournaments, of course. I find it very hard to believe that could happen in any pro tournament. I mean, they corral them into a spot. They got about 8 feet to work with, and there's people all over the place helping them through. It's the fourth day they've been through that. I found that shocking that they did that, and then they didn't even know who was hitting first, which it literally was like a weekend with your buddies. And whoever your boy is that always goes up first, no matter what the hell happened the hole before. That's how it felt with Jordan. And Jordan's like, oh wait, I'm not up yet. Hendrick was up, hit from the wrong tee. Jordan comes up, hits from the wrong tee. Assess a 2-stroke penalty back to back.
Well, quick bonus react for you. For those two guys, major championship winners, 2 thumbs down. All right, because there was a total breakdown on golf Twitter where they pointed out there was like huge signs that said 9 and 17. There was a memo sent out to the players like, hey, we might switch this tee box. Those guys were going through the motions. What would have been a really interesting side story there, Adam, would have been if that official didn't run over and have them change and fix their mistake, and they hold out on 9, and then they teed off on number 10, they both would have been Dairy Queened. They would have been done. Okay?
Wow.
And you get I think it was $110,000 for last place that Jordan cashed in on, right? Well, you don't get that if you're disqualified. So that would have been a really interesting, kind of sub story with, with Tiger just like on the side, like slip him the $100,000 for coming and, thank you very much. I mean, I don't know. I mean, those are the kinds of things I think about from running like a zillion golf tournaments in my day, So because I've had to do that before where people play from the wrong place and then go to them and be like, hey, Adam and Mike, in this 2-man event, you guys teed off on the wrong tee box and you're done. I know you won by 4, but you didn't win it all. And sorry. So, yeah.
That would have been, and that 100% would have been on the hack. I can guarantee you that. He's Keith Stewart from ESPN Radio, host of The Pro Show. Find out where you get your podcast. I'm Adam Grubb from Stick and Hack. This is Stick and Hack Reacts, our weekly look at the PGA and LPGA and our reactions to that. Keith, enjoy your week. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next week.
Have a great week, Adam. Peace.